It is clear to me that 50% of caucus support Bill English as the leader, and therefore, as far as I'm concerned, he has won. So with 50% of the caucus, I would like to say to my supporters that we should get him behind Bill as the leader.
I'm going to be supporting him 100% because it's absolutely vital that the party comes together, gets on with the job of winning the next election, which I believe we will win, and then supports Bill as Prime Minister through a fourth term, and then beyond that to the election in 2020.
Bill English's leadership challenges Judith Collins and Jonathan Coleman throwing in the towel today, paving the way for Mr English to take over from John Key and become the country's next Prime Minister. His early victory in the leadership battle leaves just the Deputy's job up for grabs when the National Party caucus meets on Monday. I spoke to Bill English earlier in the programme and he told me the battle is still very much alive.
The National Party MPs have made it clear they want a contest there, transparent process, and we are very fortunate to have two very good candidates there, Paula Bennett and Simon Bridges, and are working hard at it.
Who's your preference though, Mr
Well,
English?
look, I haven't expressed a preference for it. I know both of them well. I can certainly work with both of them, and we're fortunate to have others who could have contested it as well.
Are you expecting others to throw their hat into the ring?
Well, there's no indication at the moment, no.
Would you consider anyone else? Judith Collins, Nikki Kay, for example?
Well, look, again, it would be up to the caucus, but I think the indication are they're happy with the candidates they've got. And, it is important that politicians put themselves to the test with their own colleagues, who I've found are as testing as the general public are about what they want to see in leaders.
Andrew Little says there's an early election on the cards with David Shearer being put forward for the South Sudan UN job. Is it? Will there be an early election?
Well, look, I'm not in a position to give a prime ministerial view about that because I don't have the job yet. But all I would say is that the timetable of the government is unlikely to be determined by the Labor Party caucus and their infighting.
So you would leave open the possibility of a by-election and a general election in 1 year?
Look, again, I'm not really in the position to be giving, views and direction about that. I'd only repeat what I said, and that is that what the government will be on about will be stable and credible government, and the Labor Party's problems in their caucus are really their business.
But really, is that what voters would want?
Look, again, those are matters we will deal with next week in its proper time when the roles are clear.